wanting it from the start. Wiggins again. Here's Curry for the record. It's good! There it is! The all-time three-point king in the NBA!
Nobody's really lighting it up. Price is 3 for 4. I don't think anybody's at 50%.
Whoa! Here's Curry again. Crossing over behind the back. Now against McCollum. Dribbles left. Curry sets a pass to Green, and he dunks it.
Steph Curry's made a career out of humiliating defenders. Whether it's breaking ankles, sinking ridiculous threes, or making defenders look absolutely foolish. From jaw-dropping crossovers to half-court daggers, this man has no mercy. In this video, we're counting down 20 insane moments where Steph Curry completely embarrassed his opponents, leaving them stunned, stumbling, and sometimes even falling to the floor. Make sure to watch till the end, because number 1 is so disrespectful, it had the entire arena going crazy. Let's get into it. Number 20. The ankle breaker that left Jaylen Brown stunned. Steph Curry's no stranger to leaving defenders in the dust, but what he did to Jaylen Brown was just cruel. With a slick crossover and a fake that sent the rookie flying, Curry calmly drained a shot that had the crowd roaring. To make things even better, he had a few words for Brown afterward, just to remind him who he was dealing with. If there's one thing we've learned over the years, it's that when Curry has the ball, someone's ankles are in serious danger. Number 19. Chris Paul falls victim to the deadliest crossover. Speaking of ankle breaking, let's talk about Chris Paul. Steph put CP3 through one of the most humiliating moments of his career. With a crossover so lethal it should be illegal, Curry sent Paul stumbling like he was learning to walk for the first time. The crowd erupted, and all Paul could do was watch as Steph casually drained the shot. If breaking ankles was a crime, Curry would be doing life in prison. Number 18. Logo Curry strikes again. If you ever doubted Steph's range, his next moment should erase any doubt. With defenders giving him space near half court, big mistake, Curry launched a deep three that barely touched the net. The crowd gasped, the defender shook his head, and Steph jogged back like he just made a layup. For anyone else, this would be a once-in-a-lifetime shot. For Steph, it's just another Tuesday night. Number 17. The longest three of his career. You'd think there's a limit to how far someone can consistently shoot, but Steph Curry isn't someone. It's the end of the third quarter against the Grizzlies. He pulled up from 62 feet and banked in a buzzer beater that defied logic. That's right, 62 feet. Most players struggle with free throws, and here's Curry casually hitting shots from another zip code. Just another day in the life of the greatest shooter ever. Number 16. Kyle Lowry gets humiliated. Kyle Lowry's a solid defender, but even he wasn't ready for what Steph had in store. Curry put Lowry on skates, faking him out so badly that he had to admire his work before sinking the shot. The crowd went wild. Lowry shook his head, and Steph gave a little smirk as if to say, better luck next time. Number 15. Making Rudy Gobert spin like a ballerina. You'd think a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year would stand a chance against Curry. But no, Rudy Gobert found himself spinning in circles. Completely lost as Steph danced his way to an easy bucket. It was one of those moments where you could almost hear the circus music playing in the background. Even Gobert had to laugh at himself after that one. Number 14. When even Kobe had to show respect. Not many players can impress Kobe Bryant, but Steph did exactly that. Pulling up from way behind the arc, Curry drained a shot so clean that Kobe had to give him a little tap on the backside and a nod of approval. When the Black Mamba respects your shot, you know you're special. Number 13. Taking on an entire team and winning. The entire Oklahoma City Thunder team thought they could shut Steph down. Spoiler alert, they couldn't. After being double-teamed, trapped, and pressured, Curry still found a way to hit a ridiculous three. And just to rub salt in the wound, he came back on the very next play and did it again. Cold-blooded. Number 12. Outdueling Kevin Durant. Before they were teammates, Curry and Kevin Durant had their fair share of battles. Steph took KD one-on-one, shook him with a wicked move, and buried a jumper right in his face. A few years later, KD joined the Warriors. Coincidence? We think not. Number 11. Solo destruction of the Clippers. You'd think an entire NBA team could stop one guy, right? Not when that guy's Steph Curry. Against the Clippers, he decided to take matters into his own hands. Literally. He danced through the defense, pulled up for three, and made the whole squad look like traffic cones. Even the commentators couldn't believe what they just witnessed. Number 10. The beam shutdown. The Kings had this cool tradition of lighting the beam after every win. Steph Curry dropped 50 points on them in Game 7 of the playoffs and made sure that beam stayed off for the night. Kings fans went from chanting, "Light the beam," to whispering, "Maybe next year." Number 9. The miracle shot that saved the playoffs. In the 2015 playoffs, the Warriors were down 3 points with seconds left. Steph missed his first attempt, but got the rebound, backed up, and somehow hit a falling down, contested three to send the game to overtime. Some players would crumble under that pressure. Steph thrives in it. Number 8. LeBron James. Meet college Steph. Even LeBron James couldn't believe what Steph was doing back in college. A young Curry pulled off a move so nasty that even King James had to stand up and applaud. Fast forward a decade, and Steph was making LeBron's life miserable in the finals. Number 7. The 2017 NBA Finals razzle-dazzle. Facing off against LeBron in the 2017 NBA Finals, Curry put on a dribbling clinic before finishing with a ridiculous layup. The way he toyed with one of the greatest defenders ever? Pure disrespect. Number 6. The Julius Randle spin cycle. Julius Randle probably thought he had good defense. Then Steph put him in a blender with a crossover so smooth, Randle was left spinning in place. The poor guy looked like he was buffering. Number 5. The record-breaking 9 threes in the finals. In Game 2 of the 2018 finals, Curry broke the record for most threes in a finals game, hitting 9 deep bombs. The highlight? A ridiculous, off-balance, last-second shot that somehow found the bottom of the net. Unreal! Number 4. The Revenge Tour. After KD left and Klay got injured, people thought the Warriors' dynasty was over. Steph had other plans. He led Golden State to another championship, proving every doubter wrong, and he did it while hitting shots from outer space. Number 3. The game winner from another dimension. Against OKC, with seconds left, Curry pulled up from near half court and drilled a game-winning 3. The craziest part? He does it so often, it's barely surprising anymore. But when he hit one from the logo to beat OKC at the buzzer, the whole arena lost its mind. Number 2. The record breaker. On December 14th, 2021, Steph Curry cemented himself as the greatest shooter in NBA history. Alec Burks was guarding him, but it didn't matter. Nothing ever does. With one flick of the wrist, Steph became the all-time three-point king of the NBA, hitting his record-breaking shot in front of a packed Madison Square Garden. We all knew this was coming, but watching it happen? Pure magic. Number 1. The Redemption Championship. At number 1, the ultimate moment in Steph's career, his 2022 Finals redemption. After years of doubt and criticism, Curry led the Warriors back to glory, dominating the Celtics and winning his first Finals MVP. The emotion on his face said it all. He had nothing left to prove. Which of these moments do you think was Curry's most legendary? Or did we miss one that deserves a spot on the list? Let us know in the comments. And if you love watching Steph break ankles and drain impossible threes, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more epic basketball content.